Hello, hello. Dr. Pat, are you just about ready to go on?
Okay.
There you are.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, I know it. You're always.
I'm all over the place. I'm all over the place, girl. Yeah, I'm all over the place.
How are you today?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. How about yourself?
Great, great. Ready for another millionaire marketplace. And
I
listen,
know.
you teach us something new.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what? That's the whole purpose of everything is to learn.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we having fun. I'm having fun, child.
If we're not having fun, let's just stop
I'm
doing it.
having fun in my late age.
That's right. And if you know what, we're at the age, if it's not fun, why do it?
Yep, that's right.
Another road, just go another road. So, all right, then, you're gonna be sharing the screen tonight?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
It,
yeah, I am.
yeah, it's always on, but I always just like to know.
Mine
So,
is too. Yeah, I just leave it on.
yep,
I'm
I'm
trying to
just
set
trying
the
to
stage.
make it easy. I don't want to think about it. So, all right, we're gonna start letting everyone in. Everyone's not quite ready yet, but if you're ready, we'll start letting people in.
Go right ahead.
All righty.
Ooh.
Hello, hello, hello. Here they come. Here they come. Yes. All right. All right.
Woo, 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 woo. Woo, woo, woo,
Hello,
woo.
Julie. Hello,
Hey,
Kelly.
Kelly. What's up, Kelly? Hey,
Ross
Julie.
House. I don't know who
Yeah.
that is.
And Kelly been talking on LinkedIn a little bit there.
All right. Oh, LinkedIn.
Yeah, she getting acclimated to the platforms. Hey, Rod. Rod.
How have you been, Julie? Good. I ask her that as she puts food in her mouth. That's always greatness. Here comes Heather. Woo-hoo. Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome, welcome to another wonderful Millionaire Marketplace.
Rod, I like your picture.
Rob always looks so
Hi,
handsome.
Dr. Pat. How are you? Oh my
Oh,
God.
I'm ready. I'm hanging in there, honey. I'm hanging in there, just doing what everybody else doing, trying to stay on target, trying to stay on task.
Amazing. Listen, I had this mental health conference in person today with this really amazing group with the senators and all different things. And I was like, I got to get out of here before the traffic starts just because of the lady in red.
You so funny.
Yes, yes, here comes the. All
That's
right,
good, Rod. That's good. You stepping up your game.
that's right. We got to
That's what
keep
we
on
gotta do. We
track.
gotta keep moving.
Keep on track and get where we need to be in a timely manner, but safely. So let's go ahead and heat up that chat. There's still a few more coming in.
Hey, Kim, yeah. What's up, Gayla girl? How you doing?
I'm great. Hello, my friend. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
In that chat, we are going to be putting in our email and phone number, maybe a Calendly link. And let's put in where we are at. Are we in the USA? Are we in New York? I'm in Texas. It is hot. It's still 102 and it's 6 o'clock. I'm done with it. I'm just done with all of these temperatures. Yes, I live in Texas, and yes, we get 102 weather 2 or 3 days a year, not a whole month, not an entire month. So I'm ready for fall. I'm telling you right now, I'm ready for fall. So where is everyone at today? Canada. Yes, Heather is in Canada. Now, Heather, how far are you from the US border? Are you like way into Canada or?
No, fairly close. Actually, if we drive, say, 2 hours to the other side of Nova Scotia from us, it's a 3-hour ferry ride to Maine.
Oh, okay, okay.
But if we were to drive, I think it's like maybe 7 or 8 hours. It's really not that far.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Roz in New York. I knew that. I knew that. Pennsylvania for Miss Kenya. I know Dr. Pat is in Georgia. Is that correct? I keep forgetting.
That is.
That
That is.
Woo. All right. All right. Yes, yes. All right. So we are going to start out. Here comes Miss Vera in the room. We are going to go ahead and start out with one of our
Hey, Vera.
spotlight vendors, and I made Miss Kenya one of our spotlight vendors today. I'm so excited to have her here. And Kenya, I'm going to give you about a minute. Tell us your name, where you're at, whatever you want us to know about you, and go ahead and tell us about a product or service.
Okay, sure. So hello, everyone. I am Kenya Scott. My brand name is Miss Kenya Online, and I am a marketing and social media strategist. And I serve solopreneurs and small business owners who do not have in-house marketing staff and support. So I do this through one-on-one consulting, coaching, and then I also have done for you services in addition to digital products if you are a DIY kind of person. So I'd like to share with you a giveaway product bundle that I am currently participating in, valued at several thousands of dollars, and it's called Leads $2. So you can guess what's in that bundle. It's all about generating leads, converting those leads into dollars. So it's everything from operations, sales, marketing, productivity, etc. So I will actually drop the link for that bundle in the chat. And the good thing about the bundle is it's 2 tiers. You can have sign up for a bunch of free products, or you can do the premium upgrade, which is $77, and it gives you access to even more stuff. So I will drop that in the chat. That's currently what I'm working on and promoting. The cart is only open through September 12th. So there you have it.
Free. I love that F word, free. Let me tell you, my favorite F word. Thank you so much, Miss Kenya. And I've never heard of that. So that's good. I love hearing about new things. Yes, yes, yes. Our next spotlight vendor is Miss Vera Thomas. Vera, I'm going to give you like a minute to introduce yourself and tell us about one of your products or services. You're on mute, Vera. You're on mute, my dear.
After all that. Hello, everybody. I am so excited to be here. And I want to share with you, I have several things that I do want to share. The first one is I do have a podcast video show. So I am looking at guests. I need guests. So if you are interested in being on a show where we uplift, encourage, motivate, inspire, and educate, then please consider registering with me. Now, my show is monetized, and so for this group, I will take 50% off of the $100 fee that is a part of the monetization. I am going to put my information in the link so that you can schedule yourself to come on my show, and I'm hoping that you will do that so that you can shine on my show, sharing what it is that you have to offer.
Awesome.
What hashtag would you like to use for that, Vera?
VTS, Vera Thomas Show.
Okay, perfect. Hashtag VTS. VTS, 50% off. That's awesome. That's awesome. Does
Thank
anyone
you.
know who the iPhone is? Would that be Abby and Dar? Please let me know if anyone knows. I know they are traveling to Bible study, so that might be them.
I have my phone on, but I took it off screen. You may
Okay.
see it, but nobody else sees it.
Okay, awesome. And then our other spotlight vendor has not showed yet, so we will wait for her. So at this time, yes, get that screenshot in there, Dr. Pat.
I'm
Yes,
trying. You know what I'm doing.
can't have fun, why do it? That's what we say here. So our very favorite visibility strategist, Dr. Pat Rogers, are you ready to take the next 25-ish minutes and teach us?
Why, of course I'm ready. Are you all ready? Come on, y'all. Give me some energy. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Bring it on. Come on. Whoop, 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 whoop. Come on, come on, come on. Bring it on, bring it on, bring it on.
Go, teach us.
Okay. Do I want to speak of you? Okay. First of all, I want to say thank you to you, LaDonna, for hosting this platform where we all get to come out and have fun, and share our gifts and talents. So, my question to you all, by a show of hands, how many of you have ever said no to a challenge because of fear? Come on. I know I have. I know I have. Well, let me tell y'all something about those challenges. Challenges sets the platform for your success. Y'all believe that? Challenges sets the platform for your success. During my 29-year career in law enforcement, I achieved lots of accolades, but I also faced challenges that left me feeling afraid. I felt inadequate and so unappreciated. Y'all know anything about politics in the workplace? Absolutely, absolutely. So I'm going to share a little bit about my corporate journey with you all, because some of you all don't know my history. And I'm going to go ahead and share my corporate journey, a little bit of it, with you all tonight. After about 8 years into my career as a corrections officer, I decided to take the corpus exam, which was the first level of supervision. I took the exam, I passed it. But when my name came up on the promotional list, I was arbitrarily passed over. But when I was studying for that exam, I learned that employees had rights. And I also learned that there were rules in place that employees must follow if they wanted to file complaints. But what I did was not one of the rules. I went before the Board of County Commissioners on national television to plead my case. I persevered through that challenge and I was promoted. About 4 years later, I decided, let me take the sergeant's exam. That was the second level of supervision. But how many of you know that when you stand up for your rights, you become a target? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. And in my case, I became a bigger target because somebody somewhere was already after me. But I took the exam, I passed it, and I came out in the top 10. Come on, y'all, come on, top 10. Come on, work with me, work with me. Top 10 percentile. But again, I was randomly passed over. I persevered through that challenge. And of course, I was promoted. See, My initial goal was to retire as a corrections lieutenant. And I had one more exam to take. But when it was time for me to study for the exam, there was always the fear of being passed over. So I'm not taking that challenge. I'm not studying, and I'm not taking that test. Those were my thoughts. But when the way God had it to be, though, when something is for you, it's for you. Excuse me. When something is for you, it's for you. And I had two sergeants that came up to my desk one day, and they said, Rogers, are you going to take the lieutenant's exam? I said, nope, I'm not taking that exam. I didn't study because I'm sick of them passing over. And those two ladies said to me, they said, well, Rogers, we didn't study either. So let's just take the test. We ain't got nothing to lose. Let's just go take the test and see what happens. Again, that was a challenge. But this time I said yes to the challenge. So of course, a week later, we went down and we took the test. And I want you all to know that out of the three of us and 80 people, I came out in the top 5 percentile. Come on, come on, come on. Give it up, give it up, give it up. So of course, my goal, like I said, was to retire as a corrections lieutenant. But y'all know what happened, right? Come on. Anybody know what happened? Come on, mute. Come on, mute. Come on, mute. Put it on me. Anybody know what happened?
Well, we know you passed the test, right? We know you
passed the test.
You were let go.
And again, I was passed over. Yeah. But I want you to know, I had the thought in my mind came to me because of what happens, we got to persevere in the challenges. And I started thinking to myself, I said, do they think that they're going to hold me down by passing me over for this promotion? Then I started thinking about all the work that I qualified myself to do. I said, for years, I've supervised male inmates with 200-pound biceps who pumped iron daily. I was supervising male and female inmates for over years and years who had serious charges such as burglary, kidnapping, child molestation, and even murder. And they think that they're going to hold me down by passing me over for those promotions. This is what I want you all to remember when people are trying to hold you down. And what about when you're holding yourself down? Come on. I want you to remember that with every success comes challenges and hard work. But when we face each difficulty and overcome them, it's supposed to move us into a space that inspires us to achieve even more success. Napoleon Hill says it best in his book, Think and Grow Rich. Y'all read that book before? Y'all know about Napoleon Hill? He says that your desire must be so strong that nothing will stand in the way of you achieving your goal. I want you all to know that in 2016, I retired as a corrections lieutenant. And Dade County, Miami-Dade County Department of Corrections, Florida retirement system, pays me a 6-figure salary plus a 3% increase annually till I die, y'all, till I die. So if I had not succumbed and stayed focused and went ahead and said yes to that challenge when I was challenged that day, my whole life, my lifestyle would have been in a whole nother direction. And I have no idea which direction that would have been. But I'm grateful today because I said yes to the challenge. And of course, being an entrepreneur, knowing I wasn't going back to work for nobody, I prepared myself And today I position myself as an international best-selling author, two-time winning public speaker. I'm a business coach. I'm a social media marketer, love social media. And I always say, my zone of genius is setting a platform so that entrepreneurs can be seen and heard. And my journey started in my backyard hosting events for Legal Sheet. But when I invested in myself and I started going to Women's Prosperity Network, that was in Fort Lauderdale. I went to Bill Walsh, he was in Las Vegas. I went to Arizona, Sharon Lecter. All these coaches, I started investing in me. And all these three people in different places told me the same thing because they knew my story. They said, if you're already hosting events in your backyard and you're doing it for free, all you got to do now is monetize. I'm like, okay. So what I did, again, that was another challenge. So I started going into hotels. I took the lead. I started going into hotels. And for about 5 years, I was hosting live conferences. People were flying from all over coming to the conferences because I stayed on social media. We're talking visibility here. I stayed visible. And in about 5 years after that, the pandemic came. And that's when Nancy told us in Women's Prosperity Network, she said, do not change your vision. All you got to do is pivot. I'm like, wow. So there we go. I jumped on social media, learned how to work Zoom, all these awesome features. I learned how to bring that Eventbrite and Zoom together so we run smoothly. And of course, I started hosting events. And today, I've probably hosted about at least over 35 some odd events. I've trained people to host events to make money. Events are a business. Can I get somebody to raise their hand on that? Event brings you money. Events are a business. And having said that, so of course today, again, I have positioned myself after going online. Initially, LaDonna, I used to be called a networking queen. Because every time I was on a live, I was at a networking event live. But when the pandemic hit, I started doing my thing on Zoom, branding myself, using my virtual backgrounds, all of these wonderful things. And somebody said to me one day, they said, you should call yourself the visibility strategist. Thus is how the visibility strategist was born. Come on, y'all. Come on, come on, come on, come on. And so that's what started me on my visibility journey. And I am a firm believer that if I do not show up, people will not get to see me, know me, like me, and they will certainly not know what I do as an entrepreneur, because branding is everything. And I'm going to share my screen, LaDonna, if I can share my screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me get set up here.
And welcome, Sherry. If you could go ahead and put in your email, phone number, Calendly link, heat up that chat while Miss Dr. Patricia Rogers is getting set up.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the screen set up here. Come on, baby. Open that up.
Love how she said that. Come on, baby.
Okay. Want to share. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Okay. Okay. I'm always learning, and I'm trying to open 2 screens, and I'm going to see if this works for me. But anyway, I got the first one I wanted. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just go over a few tips, about 6 or 7 tips, maybe 8, I don't know, just to share some light on why being visible is so essential in this arena. And the first one is, if you wait until you're ready, you will be waiting for the rest of your life. Y'all agree? You got to take the lead. Also, you will only live out your true purpose when you implement each process. And I know y'all know what that's about. We go to a lot of networking events. $37 for a ticket, $25 for a ticket. We get a lot of valuable information. We take tons of notes. Now people have these little note things on that screen. But guess what? If we're not implementing the process, we'll never make it to the next level. Mastering systems is very important to me. I use text messages. I sent about 50 of them out sometime this morning, to people in my texts, because they're in my texts. One-on-one. I sent it out to them about my upcoming event that we're hosting in October. Facebook Messenger, love it to death. Call it the power tool. Everybody know that's the power tool. I sent about 20 of those out this morning. LinkedIn Direct Messenger. Talk in LinkedIn Direct Messenger all the time. Y'all know it. People are always selling you in LinkedIn. Well, I reverse the sale and I turn around and tell them what I can do for them. Instagram Messenger. These are systems that we can use individually, and we don't have to worry about posting on people's pages because people don't like that. We don't have to worry about posting in groups and they got to go to the administrator. We can meet people right where they are using these systems that are in place. Y'all agree? Now, tip, something I do. When I'm on social media, I post as if I'm the only one on social media. You know why I do that? Because those what we call limited beliefs, sometimes when we want to go live or we want to post certain things, we think about that. It's just human nature. What people gonna say, what they may think. Well, I don't care what they think. I want them to see me. And that's why we create these I call them affirmations. My team, we create these constantly because we always need content going out on us. And when we post these things, guess what? We're educating the people, whether we pull it from Google Drive, wherever we pull them from. We're educating the people, and that's what leaders do. Also, content. We got to have good content. So affirmations is a great way to create content that will go out consistently. My team, what I do is I'm going in, I'm sharing some nuggets, y'all, telling y'all my secrets. When I go sit on, when I'm working, doing whatever I'm doing, I can see an affirmation or something that would stick out to me or something about my business or something that I can use, I can resonate. And I take a Word document and I keep them on a Word document. And when I finish up, when I'm ready, I send it over to my guy and I said, make these affirmations. Tell him how I want it, what color I want, whatever. And this keeps content in my library that I can always send out. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. This is easy, and it just makes life so sweet. And at the same time, you're still educating people. Branding has always been a vital part of business. So I share these tips with you to encourage you and to inspire you. You got to go the next mile so that you can stand out. This arena is so saturated, and we got to keep our face, a name with our face, so that people will know what our brand represents. Scheduling posts. How many of y'all know about scheduling posts? Scheduling posts allows you to be present. Come on, y'all, when you're not even there. How about that? That's what I'm talking about. Why do I say that, and why is scheduling posts so important? Because guess what, ladies and gentlemen? What's the first word come out of all of our mouths? The first thing people type, I'm busy. I'm busy. So what we have to do as entrepreneurs is find a way to manage our time. And with that, I got one more thing to show y'all, but I want to hit this first. Today, I'm offering you all an opportunity to invest in this upcoming event and at half the cost. I will put the link into the chat later, but I just wanted you all to see our fabulous speakers. Come on, y'all. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. That will be participating in the event. So we have some people who's been around for 30 years or more. So you all don't want to miss all of this knowledge that you all will receive at this upcoming event. So let's see if I'm going to do this right. Now, can you all see my screen? That worked out just beautiful. So what I want to show you all here in my closing This is called Buffer. Many of you probably heard about Buffer. This is what I use when I know that I have LaDonna's event this weekend. I have to do 3 or 4 networking events. I got to work on my event. I'm working on Joy's event. When my plate is so full, I don't do this often, all the time, but there are times I have to stop and say, you know what? I have to look at my calendar and say, you know what? I got to schedule. And I schedule, these schedules are scheduled all the way out to 14 days. They're scheduled all the way out. Very simple process, very simple process. And all we have to do is, like I said, they schedule out all the way up to 14 days. That frees up my time. And it shows me all the things that I've sent out already, the promotions that I've already sent out. There's LaDonna right there. And so it shows you your analytics. It shows you if you want to do a draft, the draft is still sitting there. And then we have the settings, of course, and you can do as many platforms as you like. But there is a fee per platform. But I think Buffer in and of itself is free. But what I do is I often, all the time, I get an upgrade on any of the systems that I use. Why? Because I want to use those features that they offer. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I have 5 minutes left to go. And with that, I'm going to open up the platform for questions and any questions that you might have that I can answer. I'm Dr. Patricia Rogers, visibility strategist, and I am the CEO of Unity in Service, where people need people. Come on, 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 come on.
Thank you, Dr. Pat. I know we have questions and comments, so we are going to get started. Who's first? Who has a question? I'm going to be honest, I've never heard of Buffer before. I've used other things, but not Buffer. So I'm excited to look into that. Yes, Kelly, come on down.
And Dr. Pat, great, kept lots of notes. Question, how often should you be posting daily?
Ooh, that's a good question. I would strongly say no less than 1 time daily. And I say 1 time for you because it's a challenge getting on social media, but you got to start somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not active there, I would definitely say daily, because anything that we do, they say in 30 days, it becomes a habit. Now, some people, I post 24/7. I post when I feel like I want to post. But with the more you do it, the better you're going to become, because that's what keeps people off social media. They're afraid they're not going to do it right. Well, you can't do it wrong. You can't do it wrong. And trust me when I tell you, there are a lot of strategies to getting that information, tagging people, different things like that. Some people don't even want to tag people, but keep in mind, Kelly, every feature that's on Facebook, LinkedIn, any of these platforms was put there for a reason, for our use. I'm going in, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all don't mind. I'm going in. I'm speaking from the heart. Shame on me if I allow my feelings to stop me from using these features.
Exactly.
Because my feelings could care less. I'm sorry, my goals could care less about how I feel.
And I want to, yes, and Dr. Pat, thank you. And that's a very good point. And I just want to say something to that, Kelly, is that you're going to find different answers each time you ask someone. But I am with Dr. Pat. Some people will say only find 1 or 2 platforms and only do those 2. But I go back to the old times. You need to be seen everywhere, because if someone is so silly that they're only using Instagram, wow, then what if you're not using Instagram? Then they don't know about you, And start with 1 post a day if you've never posted before. But you know what? Then you got to do 2 times a day. Go live, do a post, do different kinds of posts. Have fun, make it your playground. Make it your playground. That's what I do. Any other questions?
Good
Comments?
answer, Donna. That was good.
Thank you, Dr. Pat. I didn't mean to take away from yours. I just
No, that
want
was
everyone
good.
to know. Play. Sherry, I know you have something to say about this, so just go ahead and unmute and say it.
I
What
loved,
questions do you have?
well, I loved your talk, Dr. Pat. I could always listen to you share. You always have such amazing information for people. And I would reiterate also that, you know, part of it is just showing up. People worry they're going to do it the right way, but there's really no wrong way to be you. And so, except to not do it at all, that's wrong, because you withhold yourself from the miracle you are of sharing yourself. You're keeping yourself. That's really the only way to do it wrong, in my opinion. I would say follow the tips given. Understand that, you know, Dr. Patricia is an expert in this, and I hope you took notes, and I hope you execute. And the thing is, a lot of us are in the same network, so we're going to see if you execute. It's not
Uh-oh.
really a question.
Uh-oh. Yes, and this is where coaching comes into play. I'll be doing a lot of workshops, not a lot, but a few workshops next year. But again, I do coach one-on-one. You know, because these strategies, you know, there's so many little strategies, but it's not difficult. Sometimes we just need a person to hold our hand. And I do coach. So, you know, 1 hour, 2 hours will get you, you'll be amazed what you walk away with. You know, I think I put my calendar link in the chat. If you want to call me, let's talk about it. I just went over something with a lady yesterday, and it was amazing when I went to her Facebook page, when I met with her, and I went through her Facebook page, did not have a profile picture up there. Her LinkedIn didn't have a profile picture up there. And she just had one big round picture and 500 people that she was connected to. Why? Because she hasn't worked in social media for years. She recognized that, she understands that, and now she's ready to take the lead. But I'm ready to teach. When you how I say, when the students show up, the teacher will appear. It is what it is. One thing I want you to know, it's never too late to learn. It's never too late to learn. That's my story, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sticking to it. I love you all. And again, LaDonna, kudos to you and everybody, Sherry, everybody, feedback.
Julie, do you have any questions or comments?
I just want to say that Dr. Pat, she is definitely the visibility queen. She posts, it feels like 24/7. I mean, and she's on all platforms. And I encourage you to also, as she says, as she posts and as we post, and as our friends and the people that we are connected to post, and respond to those posts. Say something, even if it's more than just a like. Say something, and that gives you visibility as well. All right.
Yes, absolutely. When you check the thumbs up, I want everyone to know that does nothing. Forget it that it's even there. Use something else. But say hello. How are you, Dr. Pat? Hello. I love your necklace, Dr. Pat. Hey, Dr. Pat, where did you get those glasses? I don't care what you say. Say it, comment, and keep that comment going, because that's what that silly algorithm that everyone talks about on social media. Julie, do you have any questions or comments for Dr. Pat?
Yeah, she has something in the chat. I saw it.
And I've been putting something in.
I saw it.
I absolutely am fascinated by your story. Congratulations on breaking a ceiling. I put it in there. I'm a graduate of an all women's college, so yes. My biggest issue is my inconsistency, and I recognize that this is my issue. My inconsistency has a lot to do with my brain cancer status. So I've put business way aside health. And so there's sort of this, what am I doing struggle. One of the reasons that I'm here is even more to help all of you, so that I can listen and I can think, who do I know that needs to hear Dr. Pat? Who do I know that needs something that one of you has? And that's the biggest lesson that I learned early in my networking, is not to come for yourself, but to show up for others, which brings to yourself, which is also one of the messages that I really heard from you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Julie. And Raw, do you have anything to say? Comment, question for Dr. Pat? I want to make sure we all get in, and then so no one's left out.
I just clearly love her, you know that, and she's always on top of it. She's right. Every single part of it, you follow her, you could become, I don't think as top as her, but you will do as great.
Awesome.
That's awesome. Heather,
Thank
do
you,
you
Ron.
have anything to say or any questions?
I put in the comment, what would you say is the best post to do? Like, is there specific topics or anything like that that would grab people's attention?
Yes. What do you do? Are you an entrepreneur? What do you do?
Yes, I'm an entrepreneur,
What do you
a
do?
travel and trade company
Okay, is that a multi-level marketing company?
of sorts. Yeah.
Okay, so your multi-level company has plenty of, they have tons and tons of videos, 2 and 3 minute videos, 1 minute, whatever. They have tons of content, you know, that you can post. And again, if you need to schedule, just go ahead and learn how to use Buffer. You know, you can meet with me, I'll show you how, but you learn how and just schedule it to go out. And then that way it works for you. But as far as posting, it's up to you and what you feel that you want to post. But yes, we do mix it up. I post positive affirmations. I post my events so I don't drive them crazy just about events. You know, I post other things, live videos. I do a lot, but I'm not going into all of that to ask you all, to expect you all to do all that I do. But you got to post something, and somebody already said it, consistency. That's the key. That's the key. Because you believe it or not, people are always watching us. And you guess what? Julie just said it. People don't ever have to pay me. But I guarantee you one thing. If they watch what I do, they're going to be inspired to do the same. So a lot of us are watching each other on these platforms, and we're learning just by watching each other. And that's similar to what Julie just said. We just have to be willing to take the first step.
Yes,
And
that's
overcome. That's it.
That's it. And you know what, Heather, I am sure they've got some fun videos on the travel. I mean, everyone loves to travel. Put a big ship, a car going somewhere, an ocean, you know, trading, put a bundle of money, that'll get people's attention. Anytime you have money, you know, a bundle of money flying around. I think Kimya has stepped away for a minute. Sherry, before you came on, we did our spotlight vendors. You are one of those. So I'm going to go ahead and get you to come on and do your spotlight vending spot now. 1
Awesome.
minute. Tell
You know-
about yourself and one product.
Oh gosh. Okay. I don't know. I was prepared that
service.
well for that, but that's I'm on, always on, right, Dr. Pat? Yes. So one of the things I would like to spotlight for all of you is actually the Wow Warrior television show that I have on Everyday Woman TV. I love to say that I like to help you go farther, faster in that same visibility lane as Dr. Pat. I want to use that show to help you promote whatever you're passionate about, whatever people say, wow, to you when you tell them what you do. I want you to be able to say wow to a viewing audience. In that particular show, it does get marketed into a group of business women entrepreneurs of 17,000, almost 18,000 women. and also across Instagram, TikTok, and all of that. Your show will be there, and it will also be across the Wow Warrior YouTube. So same interview, but I'm offering really to help you get on to be one of the first guests on my podcast as well. I only have to do one interview, but I want to help you shine across all those different places that Pat was talking about. Is you can't just show up in one place and expect to win. If you want to win big, you've got to be everywhere and be visible, right? That's the way that is. And so I'd love to be able to offer you, I do have special pricing on it for September, and I'll share that with you, that for $167, which I think is dirt cheap, I'm going to do all the promotional materials for you, and you're going to show up in 3 different places. You'll be on my podcast, you'll be on the Wow Warrior television show on Everyday Woman TV, and you'll also be on the Wow Warrior TV on my YouTube channel. So one interview, you give me 30 minutes and I'll put you 3 different places, and I'll promote you as much as I can, because my legacy is when I help you win, I win. That's how I operate. So if you are interested in that, just put #wow. And I have to do a special invoice for it. So I need you to put your email. And I might have the link ready. I have to ask my assistant, dart off. If I have it, I'll post it in the chat. I do need execution immediately because the price is going to go up. So if you're ready to shine and have people say, wow, when they see you, that's it. Join me.
What was the cost of that for us?
It is $167.
Perfect. All right. Thank you, Sherry.
Thank you.
That is #wow. Wow is correct. And let me tell you, if you haven't been interviewed or talked with Sherry, you are missing out. Because
Yes.
it's a joy, and you will learn so many golden nuggets walking away from her. She is all about teaching. Heather asked, is that Canadian money or US? I believe
that is US, Heather.
Yes. All right. Okay.
Awesome.
I don't have it calculated out in Canadian. I should do that. Sorry.
Awesome. LaDonna, I just want to say something else about one of the questions they asked. We all can go to Google, and you can just rummage through Google, whatever's moving you in your heart, and you can pull content right from Google. And as Sherry said it, I know LaDonna has a team of people. I have my team. You can get affirmations made. And it's no such thing as I don't like the way I look on camera. You can take a nice picture, get made up, fixed up, suit up, get up, suit up, show up. Get this cell phone right here is your money. This cell phone will do everything you need it to do. You don't have to take a special sitting at a photographer. This cell phone and my selfie stick right here. It does everything I needed to do right here. This is the remote on my selfie stick. I can take this remote off, put the camera on. It's in my hand, the remote, and I'm looking at the camera, and I take as many pictures as I want until I'm satisfied. And then I post. So don't be intimidated by the process.
I have a thought and I want to throw it out to people based on something you said, Dr. Rogers. We all know how much we need each other, how much referral marketing is there. So if we have an Arbonne consultant, a Mary Kay consultant, any of the people in our networks that do makeup and skincare, if we contact them and say, hey, I need to do a picture, and can you help me with my look? And I'll hashtag or promote that you helped me. That way you're getting what you need and you're gifting it to somebody else as well.
That's right. That's right.
Absolutely.
That's how it works. People need people.
Yes. Way to think, Julie. That's very good.
Awesome.
And I want to show you guys something before we go into the marketplace, is that I bought this little dress for my Pomeranian. I know some people don't agree, but I'm hoping I can get this. It's a business card. but it doesn't have the lady's name or phone number or email on it, which I disagree. Just so you know, I think on the back, she should have put her information, or even on the same side. But what I do love about this, it's black and white, and it says, just so you know, you made my day. And she gave me that, and it was in with my bag. But guess what? I love it, but I have no way of contacting her. See what I'm saying? There's nothing on there. I love the card. I love her for saying she's happy that I purchased from her. These little things can make your customer very, very happy. That brightened my day up that she took time to put that in the bag. I didn't even notice it until I got it home. But I really wish she would have put on the back or even on the same side, even if it was just an email address or a phone number or something, because I went to one of these trades day things. So who knows if I'm going to go back, and will she be there when I go? I don't know. So just a little tip. This makes people happy when you put.
Yeah, and you wanna fill your network with those joy producers, right? I mean, like, why wouldn't you want your information on there, even if you just wanted to have a new friend? Like, those are the kind of friends you want.
Exactly. Why not? But I love it that she put, just so you know, you made my day. Brilliant. Not so brilliant to not put your information should be on anything you put out, in person or virtual. Your name is what they count on. That is your trust factor, your face and name.
That's right.
One more thing before we go to the marketplace is that I love my grandbabies and my daughter. They're the most beautiful things on this earth, but I do post about them, and everyone knows I have them, and they are my heart and soul. But I am a businesswoman, so people must see me in my profile picture. Now, my husband has the grandchildren in his profile picture, but TI doesn't want them promoting them. They promote themselves. See what I'm saying? But I have to do my promoting, so you must show your beauty.
That's right.
So, all right. So with that said, are we ready for some marketplace? And let's see what other kind of deals that are out there for us today. So we are going to go right into the marketplace, and we are going to let Dr. Pat be the very first one because she's given us so much today. Dr. Pat, come on down.
Woo, 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 woo. Well, I've already given mine. I'm promoting my event that's coming up on October the 21st. That is my baby, and that is what I'm promoting. And the cost, the early bird special is half price. And of course, they go up after the 30th of this month. So procrastination is the enemy to your success. So if you say, well, I'm gonna do it next week, you might miss the boat. And it happens all the time. People come to me at the last minute, hit me up in the messenger. I thought the event was still open. Well, I gotta close sometime, y'all. I gotta breathe. I gotta meditate. I gotta get ready to feed the people. So y'all jump on board, do your thing, do your song and dance, and come on and join us at this upcoming event. You get a virtual background. All of our attendees receive a virtual background. That's about branding, not bragging, but we do show you how to make an impact when you show up. So come on and hang out with us in October.
And Kimya's going to be there speaking. I'm going to be speaking. Is there anyone else that's in our little group that will be speaking, Dr. Pat, that you
Yes, Abby. Abby's on the banner.
Our tech angel will be there as well.
Abby's on that banner.
Yes, so we come and listen to what we have to say. We always bring you new nuggets, never the same, never the same. Kimya never runs out of nuggets to give anyone. I don't. Abby always has something brilliant to teach us about our computer system. So, all right. with that said, I am going to go ahead and have Kimya, since she is a vendor, spotlight vendor. Kimya, come on down.
Okay, well, I have tons of stuff.
You do. That's what
I have been, yes. So I said, okay, let's see, what can I share with you all? So we talked about visibility strategies and online visibility, and Dr. Pat mentioned all the wonderful things she does on social media, and it all works. That's how she and I connected, and we're constantly in a communication. And so I actually have an entry-level product that I use that I'm actually thinking about recording a video training with. It's a monthly social media content planner. And for those of you who may wake up, okay, I need to post on social media. What am I going to post? What often happens is that we never do it because we're stuck with what am I going to post today? And then life happens. And so I'm a social media manager. And so I have this social media content planner to help you streamline your content you're going to post on social media. And it includes the rotating content you should be posting, like sales, promotion, education, affirmations, those types of things. So I will drop the link in the chat. It is only $7. It is a printable workbook, and you can map out your social media content in one weekend with this planner.
That's a great starter for people. That's good. I like that.
Thank you.
Yeah, is that something we can print out, or this just something to stay virtual?
Oh, print. I'm old school. I print the internet. You want to print my stuff out. That's, see, yes.
You know me, and I have my funny little pink notepads and
yes,
my colored pens, and
yes,
I do, I do know that I can do it all on my fancy nails.
I got mine too.
I know I can do it on my laptop, but I'm old school, like you said. So I wanted to make sure that it is printable, because I could see me wanting to print it out.
Yes.
And I want to give everyone a little shout out. Anytime you get stuck, guess what? We are a community. Go to your Facebook Messenger and message one of us. I will tell Heather, get some flying money on those ads. Turn that cruise ship upside down. People will notice that. It's just so many things that we don't think of because it's us, but we have great thinking when it comes to others. And Julie has kind of pointed that out a couple of times for us tonight already. Help each other, because that's what we are. We are a community. We're not strangers. We are not here for ourselves and only for ourselves. So always reach out. Kimya, that is a great idea. And $7, come on, skip Starbucks day. So yes. So let's do a hashtag planner for that $7 planner, please. And make sure that you put in your email address so she can invoice you or contact you or give her the information so she doesn't have to dig around on social media and find you. All right. So hashtag planner. And I'm going to get me one of those planners because I'm very excited. Not that I don't know how to plan, but I love doing stuff while I watch TV. But I can do that. And it's my relaxed time. So, all right. With that said, any questions or other comments for Miss Kimya? All right, Vera, our next spotlight vendor.
Yes, there are so many things that I also would like to share, but I became aware of a tool where you can actually capture, save, and use your chats. You know how we go to all these meetings and we save our chats, and a lot of times we do nothing with the chat. Well, there is a tool that will allow you to capture every single thing that's put on the chat and organize it. All the emails, all the phone numbers, all the comments, all the social media links, all of that with one click. So what I'm going to do, I'm putting in the link I'm putting in the chat a free test run. And what I want to encourage you to do is take the chat from tonight and you test run it and see for yourself how amazing, I mean amazing, this particular tool is. And there are all kinds of features in it, including maintaining relationships with those that you are in contact with through Zoom, via emails, and all kinds. I mean, that's a part of some of the features. But test run it tonight with this particular chat. You will see for yourself. It is amazing. And please share that link, that particular link, with other people, please. Thank you.
So Vera, is that link attached to you somehow? So
Yes,
that
it
you're
is.
okay, perfect.
Yes, it
Being
is.
affiliate for anything is amazing. Amazing.
Yes, I am an affiliate for this, and
Perfect.
but I mean, I'm using it myself. I've been on several Zooms today, and I was able to just click, and I've even already contacted people through Zoom, and I mean through their LinkedIn links and all that stuff, just like that. I mean, it's amazing. It's really amazing.
Thank you, Vera. Any questions or comments for Vera on that? She's already has the chat, the link in the chat. Awesome, Vera. Thank you so much. All right. All right. And with that, Sherry, come on down. I know you have other things. You've got all kind of little things you can create, do.
You know what? One of the things that I love to do, LaDonna, is I really love just to meet with people. I do, and I used to just do it for free, and then I realized that when I did it for free, I actually devalued my own time, but also I don't know that people appreciated it the way that they probably should have. But I like to do, I call it like a mastermind hour. It's really 90 minutes because I don't know how to do anything in 60 minutes. I just carve out 90. But actually, I just talk to you about what goals you have in your business, what you're trying to do. And I just like brainstorm with you. I like to believe that Holy Spirit just happens in every time I sit in a Zoom with somebody, and I just let it drop in whatever is for you. And it's $60 US. And what I say is, if I don't give you two things to help you improve your business, I'll give you your $60 back. I never had to do it. One of the last people I did it said, "Oh my God, I have a whole entire business plan." I'm not looking for $1,500 a month clients, coaching clients. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for that person who needs to maybe get off stuck, maybe needs a nudge in the right direction. I love doing that. Like literally, it fills my cup to see you win and get off that spot and make a sale. So if that's something that you'd be interested in, I will drop a link in the chat and you can hop on that. And I would love to help you move your business forward, because what I do is help you go farther faster. And that is one of the ways I can do it. So thank you, LaDonna. Oh, hashtag, how about hashtag let's talk?
Perfect. Let's talk. And how much was that again? I'm sorry.
It is $60 US.
60 US dollars. Perfect.
Which I have been told is not enough. But you know what? This is my service. This is the way I can serve other people, that they can take that information and go make far more than $60.
Absolutely. And I want to give out a couple of shout outs for Sherry. I know that Abby has met with her, and pretty much she has put a business plan together for Abby as well as Dar. Every time that Sherry and I talk, even if it's not a strategy plan, I learn so many things from Sherry. She shares so much, and she's so gifted with it. It's like it comes to her. I don't know what it is. The Holy Spirit has her by the root of her hair. I don't know, but
that's it. I just go like this and let it come in, because it's for you if I'm talking to you.
And I can attest to that as well. I mean, I met with her and I mean, she gave me an idea that was like, oh, and I used it. She's amazing and sincere with what she does, authentic with it. And I appreciate you. Let me say, I appreciate you greatly. So thank you.
Thank you, sweetie.
Does anyone have any questions for Sherry or any other comments? I love the comment that I see in the chat. Both Kenya and Julie are in Pittsburgh, so coffee time for sure for those. Absolutely, I love that. Now, all of you need to come to Texas near Dallas, and so I can hook up with you. So, okay, so let's go to Kelly. Kelly, come on down.
Geez, I didn't think I had to have an offer. Okay, sorry. Hi, everybody.
Please, my dear.
You what, sorry?
You always have an offer of something. Come on, Kelly.
All right. Well, the company I am with, I love this too, by the way. And normally, like this is 8 o'clock at night. So normally I don't do nighttime networking. But as soon as I heard it was Dr. Pat talking, I kind of changed all my plans to get on here. So I guess I can share. So I'm with a company called Super Patch. It is a drug-free, non-invasive, wearable patch. It's almost like just think of it as a QR code. Instead of using a phone to scan it, as soon as the code touches your skin, it optimizes that part of the neurology. So if you just want to be joyful and you're having a bad day, we have one of my favorite patches is the Joy Patch. Throw it on in the morning, and I just find myself walking around a lot of time during the day with this crazy smile on it, on my face. So it just makes me really happy. And we have ones if you're in pain. We have 11 different patches. So my offer today is if anyone purchases a 28-day pack, I will gift you a 4-day pack to go along with it of your choice. So #patch. You're muted, LaDonna.
I had to cough, so I had to mute myself. So here we go. Blue button. Kelly, I've seen on social media that for kids going to school that you have a patch for them to think better. I have
It's
a
called the
grandson.
Focus Patch, yes.
Okay. I have a grandson that has trouble focusing. They say he doesn't have ADD or ADHD. I think they're silly in the heads. I think he really does. I mean, he just can't focus. So, okay. So, and how much would this Focus Patch be?
It's for 28 days, which is your 4-week supply. As a first-time customer, you receive a 25% discount. So your pack of patches are $45 plus shipping plus taxes. And
that would be awesome.
There's a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if he wears them for 21 days and you find in the teachers and you don't find any difference, it's just a matter of an email to the company and they issue a refund. But I know the Focus Patch works really well. I have a friend, she's older, she's in her 30s, but she's got 2 kids. One is on the autism scale twice. And so she's trying to go to school. So I gave her 4 Focus Patches and she got her schoolwork done. She said it was just like nothing got into her way. So
that's awesome. And he can wear it anywhere on his body. So
absolutely.
That the teenager can't be embarrassed by wearing a patch.
No, he can wear it wherever under his arm. I always wear mine across the top of my legs.
Okay.
So then that's where they stick, and that's where I put them usually every day.
Perfect. All right. Perfect. Vera.
I've got to go into another Zoom, but Kelly, can you please put your information in the chat so I can capture it?
Yes, I did right at the very beginning, Vera.
Okay, great. All right. So I'll capture everybody's stuff. You guys have a great evening. I hate to
Thank
leave.
you.
Vera.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
And what is that patch called, Kelly?
It's the focus patch.
Focus patch. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to put that in here that I want that. And Dr. Pat, did you have something to say?
No, I was saying about it, Vera.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Kelly,
Yes.
are those the super patches that are with Vox?
Yes. So what happened was Vox started as the socks and insoles 2016 to, well, you can still get the Vox products, but now they've really split the company. Vox is Canadian, Super Patch is American, as well as we're available in the UK and the EU now.
No.
So yeah, so we're basically Super Patch powered by Vox.
Okay. I love the socks.
Oh yeah, and if you love the socks, you will go crazy for the patches. I wear usually 5 or 6 a day.
Awesome. Okay. Any other questions or comments for Kelly? All right, Heather, come on down.
Hello, hello, hello. So what I want to share with you today is an educational platform where you can actually learn to trade. So whether it's live with educators or just on your own time for replays, it's only $188 a month. And the training, I believe, is worth thousands of dollars. Like, you're getting so much information. And yes, we can lose money in trading, but we can also learn to gain a lot of money too. So, and you need to learn to make the same money that the banks do with our money already to start with. So
Awesome. Now, is that a contract where you have to do it for a year or 6 months, or is it just
no,
monthly?
you can try it for a month. If you like it, then you can keep going month to month, or you can, yeah, just as you want it, really.
Okay. And is that foreign exchange or in the US exchange? Like, are you
It's foreign.
in the US or like stocks and bonds, or are you learning?
It's Forex and crypto.
Good to know. Okay.
For the time. I mean, it will keep expanding, but for now. Yeah.
All right, perfect. And does anyone have any questions or comments for Heather? All right, Heather, make sure you have all your information in the chat, because they may just think of something and put your offer in
I
there.
have it at the start. Oh yeah. Okay.
All right. So Julie, come on down.
Hi, everyone. So I'm Julie, and as I mentioned before, I'm a brain cancer warrior, a recent brain cancer warrior. You all thought that the pandemic impacted you. February 2020, I found out I had brain cancer and I had surgery for it. So yeah, it's been an interesting 3 years. I'm glad to say there is no evidence of new disease.
Awesome.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mhm.
So I do have, and I have a huge respect for network marketing. When I say what I'm about to say, please understand this is me, not about the network marketing. But I call myself a safe network marketer. And this is especially true for other network marketers. I don't recruit. I don't have the energy to do my healing and coach and train and mentor somebody in a business. So whether it's with Arbonne or with Pottery, I only sell. I've got an online store that people can shop from, and if I can help them, I will. But they can shop on their own, just like they do on Amazon. But it helps me. And so for Arbonne, does everybody know what Arbonne is?
No.
Arbonne is a network marketing company. Arbonne is a health and wellness company focused on skincare and nutrition. Everything's vegan, and you don't have to be, but they ban over 2,000 ingredients. The FDA bans about 30 to 50 at the most. The European Union bans 1,400, and Arbonne just goes above. My mom got into it because as a breast cancer survivor, she heard no parabens, no PABA, no phthalates, no formaldehyde, no soy. And she knew as a breast cancer survivor, she could not have those or should not have those. And I got into it as a daughter that got strong-armed a little. So for one of my things, I will send out a greens elixir. And for those who are in Canada, I have a friend in Canada who will send it to you, so there's no duties. Greens elixir is a mixture of greens. It is also collagen and probiotics. So you get them all in one, and we call it our gut glow. And then since Facebook Messenger has been talked about immensely, I also I'm an affiliate for a program or a product called Messenger.
Julie, could you hold on to that for 1 minute, please? Just one product right now.
Oh,
we'll come back
sorry.
around. No, it's fine. Just one product. So this, the green packet that you held up, do you mix it with water? Do you take it right out of the packet?
With water.
Okay, perfect. So hashtag Arbonne.
Hashtag green.
Okay, hashtag green, and she will send us a sample of that. And if you'll put that information in the chat, Julie, that would be wonderful. Hashtag green. That's awesome. Awesome. And what you said it's for gut. So what does it do for your gut?
So because of the probiotic, it helps with balancing the gut.
Okay.
All probiotics would.
Perfect.
Collagen is for skin, hair, and nail health. And the greens are for nutritional health. So you get all of it in one with water mix.
Awesome.
If you use a protein from somewhere, you can mix it in, but it's more the effectiveness is more when you just use it solid. And you can mix it with a little pineapple juice if you want to take that green taste down a little.
Perfect. Any questions or comments for Julie? Awesome. And Sherry says that she uses some of the products and has been a consultant for 19 years. So we know something's right if she's been doing it for 19 years. Wow.
And look how beautiful her skin is. And if she's done it for 19 years, she didn't start doing it at 12.
Look at no.
So, and I have nothing on. I'm 53. I've been doing it or using it for 12 years.
Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. All right, so I think everyone has had a turn. So what I'm going to do, I am LaDonna Maccabee, the networking queen. So what I'm going to offer you tonight is you will go to my website, LaDonnaMaccabee.com. you'll see a little flasher that says free, free, free. There is a downloadable information there that you can just read, download, or print out, and it'll give you a lot of information on how to network, what to do to network, just some information. And if you need any help understanding any of that or sorting through it, just let me know. But it is absolutely free, and it's a lot of information that you can learn from. Pick and choose what you want to do first, and that's at ladonnamaccabee.com. All right, we have time to go around one more time. I do want to, and Dr. Pat, you may want to help me, but Dr. Joy Vaughn has a summit coming up. Do you have her dates, Dr. Pat? You're muted, honey.
That I have the link, I can put it in the chat.
Perfect, perfect. We don't want to forget that. She had to have a meeting with some of her speakers or something tonight
Right.
to be here. So
I didn't know whether she posted last night when she was here or not, but then I guess that shouldn't matter. I don't know who was here last night. Yeah, I just didn't want to.
did talk about it last night, but some were here, some weren't. So yes.
Okay, so I'll post it. I didn't want to,
Yes,
bombard you. I know you. I don't want to bombard you.
right.
But okay, I got it. I'll take care.
Perfect. Also in the chat, before Raw had to leave to pick up his mom from physical therapy, he put in about his event. He's doing a half price special because his event is also coming up. So please read. There's a lot of nuggets in the chat in any place you go to. But I think for us, there's a lot of golden nuggets every time we get together because we really do give a lot. So
Right.
make sure that you're reading the chat and act on it, like Dr. Pat has said. Act on it. All right, so don't forget, Dr. Vaughn has a summit coming up. Raw has something coming up. And then Dr. Patricia Rogers has her event coming up.
Yeah, a lot going on.
A lot going on. And you know what? Busy people get busy stuff done. We just get it done. That's how we work. All right. So with that said, Kimya, do you have any other offers that you would like to present tonight?
So, so I actually have a challenge coming up at the end of the month, and it is from Invisible to Influential, a 5-day online visibility challenge for entrepreneurs. Again, you notice a recurring theme with some of us here. It's all about visibility because if you don't get eyeballs on your business, your offer doesn't matter. Nobody's going to see it, which means you can't sell it, which means you can't make any money. So my challenge is free. It is for entrepreneurs. If you want to drop #challenge in the chat, I literally just moved the date, so I have to change the sales page. Just drop #challenge in the chat. I will be sure to send you the registration link. Again, it is free. It is 3 days at the end of the month from September 28th through September 30th. And this particular challenge is to position you to close out the year strong. #challenge.
That's awesome. #challenge. And it's free. My favorite F word. All right, Sherry, do you have any other offers that you would like to present tonight?
I do. And actually, there's no cost to this one, except a little bit of your time. So, or your expertise. So I have my Wow Warrior magazine. It is normally $117 for you to write an article or be interviewed in that. I'm not offering the interview part in this because I want you to share your expertise. I have an additional, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I don't know who's on iPhone. I'll take anybody that takes it. But here's the thing. I'm going to offer you the opportunity to write for the September 30th issue, free of charge. The only thing I'm going to ask you is, well, 2 things. The first one is if you write, you are automatically agreeing to be a partner in the promotion of the magazine, because when we win, unity and service right here, like we are all going to win, right? People need people. So you're agreeing by submitting the article that you will share the magazine so that we're all helping each other. The articles are 700 to 1,000 words. You can we need like 3 to 5 pictures of you personally, because we want to promote you with graphics. You're going to be able to have those graphics for that. The only catch is I need to have the article by the 15th. So you got about 11 days. Now you can have clickable links, you can have embedded videos, you can promote an event. It doesn't make any difference to me what you write about, as long as you can provide value to a reader about what you do. Like LaDonna, you might write an article about why networking is so important to a business, but also for you as a person. I don't know. I mean, like, that's just a topic that comes to mind for you. You know, like Kelly, I know you said you wear 6 patches a day. I mean, I don't want you to sell, hard sell, but you might say, have you ever heard of this patch? Say, I don't know if you guys can say patch. We can't say patch, but whatever, this sticker, you can call it whatever you want, you know, changed my life. You know, I don't know. It can be whatever you want. Taking a step forward, or I was here and now I'm here, whatever that looks like for you. So just picking the topic. The thing that I ask you to do the most is promote something you want to be known for, that you want people to see your expertise and your talent. Remember, my whole thrust is helping you go farther, faster. Like Patricia is the queen of online events, you know, like this is her thing. Obviously, she's going to have a link to her book. Are you in business and you need to do events? Maybe it's just an overview with maybe 2 of the tips. Get the rest of the tips. Maybe she's got a lead magnet that has just some of the information. Of course, not all of it, because it's in the book. That is a perfect article to write. It's only 700 to 1,000 words. We're not trying to have somebody fall asleep while reading it, so it's so long. We're trying to get them introduced to you, exposed to what you do. And that's what my offer is. If you want to write for it, I'm going to just give you my email, and you can reach out to me that way, or private message me and we can set up a time to talk, or if you want to toss around ideas for a topic.
That is so awesome. There is no reason that all of us do not take advantage of this. She usually charges for this. So come on, people. Let's get her magazine full. I can see Dr. Pat right now. Her head is spinning. Oh, what am I going to talk about right now?
She's like, what can I write about first? I could write 40 articles. And actually, the reality is all of you could write 40 articles. I want you, because you all have different expertise, I want you to write something that moves your business off where it is right this moment in time. If it's about something that's changed your life, please include part of your personal story. That's what it is. You know, Heather, if you want to write about, you know, I was afraid to trade. Are you afraid to trade? Like, this is what I've learned. This is where I learned it. You can learn it too. You know, it has to be, if it's relevant for you, it's relevant for somebody reading it. Anyway, sorry.
Okay, I need to ask some questions about that.
Sure.
Okay, I know you said it's a magazine.
Mm-hmm.
And you said you want everybody to write something so that we can help assist you in filling the magazine.
Yeah, I actually have 8 regular contributing columnists, and I have some other articles that are already in place. I actually just wanted to hit a certain number, so that's why I'm putting it out there.
So how
I
many
can
words?
expand it a little more. I'm sorry?
How many words? How many words?
700 to 1,000.
Okay.
Most people honestly think, oh, I don't know if I can write that. Then when they write, they're like, oh God, I wrote 2,000.
Yeah, it's not hard.
You probably already know that.
Yeah, it's not hard. I'm just trying to find out. Okay, so the pictures, are there any photos? I know you said something about links.
You can put whatever photos. If you don't choose them, we will choose photos that make sense within the article so that it's not just all a plop of words. We will make it look nice. Part of the thing, we ask for 3 to 5 photos so that we can create graphics, and you'll have a title for your article, so your article title will be on the graphics and such for promotion.
Okay, and okay, so
your picture will also be within your article so that it is putting your face to your story and your expertise as well. We will use one of those inside the article.
okay, how soon do you need this information?
I would really need it by the 15th. The 20th, if I'm really pushed. And the reason is we want to be able to make sure that it's uploaded, put together so that you can review it. And if you push me right to the last few days, it's gonna go, because I can't hold everybody else up. That's the main thing. And we want all you'll get a form, but we want all your links to all your social medias, because people can click right to your websites, to anything that you have. You'll have those links in there.
Okay, you just mentioned a form. You just mentioned a form.
Yeah, it'll ask you for that. What are your social medias? What's a short bio?
Do we wait for you to send us a form, or can you put the link?
No, you just need to tell me, yes, I want that. And
how much is it?
It's nothing. I'm actually I have a certain number, and I want that number. So I came here. So this is where I asked for it.
Okay. Well, I'll participate. I think I may can come up with something between now and now. And it could be,
and you know what? Some people have blogs and things they've already written, and you might just expand on something that you already have written. So okay, it's your intellectual content. That's the one thing we don't, we're not looking to steal anybody's information or anything like that. It's still all yours. So yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, and how soon will it take for you to deliver that? How long would it take for it to be processed?
To get the link from me?
The magazine.
The magazine is coming out September 30th.
Okay, that was the question.
Yep. That's why I'm trying to give my assistant at least 10 days, her and I, to turn it around, get the edits, make sure. That's why, but they're the 15th. I need the 20th. I need to be able to give everybody a week to look at it. And we had a few things. They're like, hey, I don't like the way I wrote this sentence.
That
kind of thing. So we do our best to change it, but at a certain point we can't.
Kimia, did you have a
not to make our deadline?
Oh, yeah, I wanted to ask, do you have any particular topics that you are missing? Because I've been a blogger for over 10 years. So I could go
so we have the internet security / tech. Abby does the tech 911. We have somebody that does parenting. We do have a business strategist, but her topics are all over the place. So, it's not that you can't write about business. Hers is most undoubtedly going to be different than yours. And we're not limiting it to one. I have the columnist. I do have a person that writes on travel. And she predominantly, and she just had her first one in the last issue, she will choose a place or a curated trip that her company is working on and build the article around the trip. And it's an open invitation for that. So, and click here to see what the upcoming trips are in case somebody's looking at it 3 months and the trip's already gone. That's the other thing to keep in mind, is just that anything in terms of Dr. Pat, if you were doing something for a summit, click here to learn about how you can be a speaker on the next event, right? You don't need to say it's at this time that it's coming up. Be my guest, at the next event, come and join us. And it will just have the link to whatever the main landing page is for that.
Okay.
But you don't have any, are you, because typically with the magazine, it might be gaps in the content. So
I also,
are there any topics that you're missing?
I didn't finish. So we have somebody that does cooking and recipes. We have somebody that does children's education. and how to educate your child. Mary with parenting talks a lot about being an educational advocate for your child. So she talks a lot about that. Going through my list, sorry. I think that's close to everybody.
Okay. And who's
So-
the audience for your magazine?
Most of them are women. And I would say probably 90% are actually business owners. They're
Okay.
professional people.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, you just want something, you know, yeah, educational, business, whatever.
Yeah, I just like for people
benefit.
to not be reading all sales copy.
Mhm.
I don't mind if there are links that people are coming in for. What I want them to hear is to get some value, general value
Right.
out of what you're saying. I know you won't have
Do you
any.
have anybody that's already written about Legal Shield?
No.
Legal protection, legal, okay, for your business. That's all I want to know.
Yep.
I'm just asking. I don't know where. Okay, thank you.
Perfect.
Her mind is going.
All right. So I have a question. Can we have that printed out? Do you do that if we pay extra for it?
Yes.
To get us a copy? Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
unfortunately it's expensive, but I have done it. I have one back there, the first one.
When you
The
say,
only disadvantage is
what
that
are
you
you
can't click the magazine.
yeah,
Also, where are these books going, LaDonna? I mean, she
Sherry.
said,
I promote them off across all my social media, as do all the other contributors will post it all across their social media. I use Issue to publish it.
okay, because I was listening to LaDonna's question, what she asked, sounded like she was saying it was going to be a hard copy.
Oh, you can order a hard copy. It's really created for digital because that's why we do that, so that like if you want to, and I like encourage, I don't know, nobody's really done it yet, but I always encourage people to have an intro video like that they have maybe like not whitelisted, what is it, hidden on, you know, like you have to have the actual link. You can embed the link in there that says, hi, I'm Sherry Leopold and I'm here to help you understand why you would want to have yourself protected legally. This is who I am. It might be a 5-minute video, but people can click like that. People like people, right? And I like when people have those kinds of things because now I know who I'm thinking about doing business with.
Okay.
Is that video embedded in the article or is all that on the form? All
yes,
that's on the
that
form?
that will be, you can put it right in the article.
Okay. Yeah, I know. Okay, I got you. I just wanted to know. I'm good. I think I'm making I'm gonna participate.
All right.
Sure.
Okay. And we're going to go to Kelly. Do you have any other products or services that you want to provide tonight?
No, I'm just the super pet.
Just making sure. Heather, is there any product or services that you want to throw in there?
I just want to invite you tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is a testimonial of Elevate, the trading platform, so you can hear success stories of others. If you're interested at all, let me know and I can get you the link.
And that's
what kind of event is that?
Sorry, what was that?
What kind of an event did you say it was, Heather?
It's a testimonial of the trading platform.
Oh, trading. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
okay. How long you been in that?
I've been watching it for a year now, but I actually started 2 months ago. And what I do is I put in 1 or 2 cents per trade, and I usually come out with about $5. So I figure I'm making more money than if it was in the bank account.
Yeah. That's good. You gotta start somewhere.
Yeah.
That's good.
And that's 4 p.m. tomorrow Eastern. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay. All right. Perfect. All right. And Julie, I know that you have a second offer. You're muted.
Thank you. A lot of people talked about how they use and rely on Facebook Messenger. Do you ever wish there was a way to organize Messenger a little bit better?
What do you
Anyone?
mean? What do you mean organize it?
That you could know, you could look quickly and say, oh, that person is from Millionaire Marketplace, and oh, that person's a high school friend, or oh, that person's a prospect. Would you like to label each person you know?
Yeah, I know what you're talking.
There is
I
a
know
tool.
you're talking about something like a bot
It's not a bot.
where you can organize. I know I've had a bot
Extension.
attached to mine before, but that was something I bought, a system I bought from a gentleman. But
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
this
use
is
that.
this is a Google extension.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
So it comes with with my affiliate code, it comes with a 14-day free trial period. I know that's your favorite word, LaDonna.
And you organize your Facebook Messenger into people like prospects, people who are people friend, speaker,
Yep.
You can name it different things.
Name it whatever you
Yeah,
want.
I did that once, long time ago. I might check that out. How much is it? And I mean, is it like a monthly plan? Is it like a one-time lifetime thing? Or
they have, I know that he just changed the cost structure, and I don't remember exactly, it was just changed.
Okay.
But I do believe that there's a year offer or a monthly offer, whichever.
Yes, that sounds like something I had. I don't remember the name of the people, but anyway. Okay.
If Landon sounds familiar, then it was the same thing. Landon's the creator of this.
I kind of know stuff. Okay.
It also, because you can label things like Buffer, but just focused on Facebook Messenger. It has a built-in CRM. So if you wanted to send something out to a bunch of people in a category, you can do that, and it will slow it down to not put you in Facebook jail. So you can still organize and schedule those messages without getting in Facebook jail and without wasting your time.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, and Julie, you're going to put your link in the chat for us?
Yes, I just did.
Okay, 14 days free, and then we'll find out how much it costs after that. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And
thank you.
I don't make a ton from this. As an affiliate, it's $5. Again, it's just, I do this because I see it as a service to others. And a couple of $5 equals an Uber ride.
Yeah, you're right.
So
that's right.
So if you see what you like, please share my link in your circle. Try the 14 days and see what you like. There's no harm in it.
That's awesome. Okay, perfect. Perfect. All right, did we get around to everyone at least twice here, I think? Okay, so my last offer is going to be, I will give you 3 one-hour strategy sessions with me for only $99. I will give you an additional 1 hour on top of that, so it's a total of 4 hours for $99 to set your goals, where your business is, and where you want it to be. And I literally will hold your hand if that's what you need to get from A to Z. And I give you that 3 weeks, 1 hour per week. And if you need something in between there, of course, I'm always here for you. To try me out, to see if you like working with me, I like working with you. And then If you do, of course, we can continue. And if you don't, no hard feelings. We might can do everything that you're needing help with in 3 weeks because
Awesome.
we don't know till we sit down. So let's get together. I'm giving you all my information in the link. And with that said, we're right on time. We have about 15 minutes left. I want to remind everyone that we are still doing some maintenance to the website and changing it over. And there's no more events from me this week. We will start up again on Monday for Monday Mojo. You can find all of that information in the members group. Please go to the members group and put in your offers tonight because some members couldn't be here. I know Abby and Dara, I think this is the first event they have missed since we started, but they're at Bible study tonight. So they will want to catch up. There's several others that have other things going on. So put those in the members group. I'm also going to ask you to read down the feed of the members group. There's a lot of great information there. There's some of the video recordings are already there. Some of the interviews are there that I've done. So check that out. I know mine and Sherry's interview is already posted. I interviewed her. She interviewed me. They're both posted there in the members group. Julie, do you have the link to the members group? If not, I'll send that
Send it to me again.
But you are a part of that. So just remember to do that. Keep going to that members group and ask all your friends to come to Monday Mojo with you, to happy hour with you, coffee time, to our Millionaire Marketplace will be Tuesday morning next week. It's time for our morning one again. So we have a lot of things coming up. Get your calendars out, start marking your calendars, and pinned post on the members group is always our calendar that has our calendar of events there. So you can look when you click it, the entire month comes up and it gives you each event in the members group. So it's right in front of you. So that you can go ahead and mark that down in your calendars. All right. Does anybody have any questions? Yes, Julie.
I have one question.
Yes.
Can we put in the chat what if there was one type of person that you wanted connected to, who that is, so that we each can think about who is it?
Perfect. Perfect idea. Perfect. Let's do that real quick. I love it. Yes. All right. All right. Of course, there's always lots of people we can help. So just narrow it down this one time. It can be a broad aspect of people, but still, like mine. Mine is anyone that wants to grow their business, because that is what I feel like that I'm best at, is helping people grow their business by getting them to an event or helping them one-on-one or helping them in a group. It doesn't matter. Whatever they need. If Kelly called me today and said, LaDonna, I need help with this. If I don't know how to do it, I have lots of people in the network that can help her with it. I just have to connect her with it. And that's what connecting is about. Remember, so many of us do not know what connecting, networking, and collaborating is. This is what we do every time we join together. So, all right. If you haven't already taken a screenshot, please take one of all of us, some of us, or only you. That's fine too. Of only Dr. Pat, we don't care. We are here to shine. And then go to your social media and tell people what you've been doing the last 2 hours, what you learned, what you liked, what you loved, all the free stuff, all the inexpensive stuff. Oh my goodness. I mean, think about it. 4 hours of one-on-one strategy coaching for only $99. Who does that? So, all right. So we're leaving about 14 minutes early. That gives you 14 minutes to go put your offers in the members group on Facebook, and also get everything out on your social media so we can start getting the house. You know, people will say, well, you don't have 40 or 50 people. No, but the people we have are quality people. We do have 40 or 50 people. They just can't be all in one place at one time at one event. So don't get cross-eyed over how many people we have. It's all about the quality. Remember that, and what you learn. We are learning all of our events. We learn something.
When they, LaDonna,
Yes, ma'am.
when people ask you how many people say you have, I'm just saying, when they ask me how many people I have coming to the event, I tell them how many I have. I say, I got 40 registered, and if you come, I have 42. And if you 41, and if you bring some people, we can move it up to 45.
There you go.
I like that. I like that.
Wonderful. Because you got to remember,
People need people.
one person with us. Imagine how big we could be.
Yeah.
And we've only been doing this just a little bit over a month now.
Yeah, they want you to work your butt off to fill these seats. It's hard work filling these seats.
That's right. That's right.
If everybody would bring one to every event, that'd be, but it's not. It's hard.
So that makes me think similar to my other.
That's funny.
What categories would be strong to add?
Oh, girl, we have probably 6 people that do health and wellness products, but they can always come with a different offer. Like Kelly sells patches and Lynn sells patches. They sell different kind of patches, right, Kelly? I'm just using this for example. But Kelly can bring a different offer with a patch. Oh, I'm going to give 4 away. Or Lynn's company sells more than just patches. I believe they sell something else. So she could bring something else in for her offer. When Hala comes, she's in so many health and wellnesses. She could sell lots of different things. So I never categorize it down because we can all bring something different to the table.
I absolutely hear what you're saying, and this is not about, and I think what you're saying is fabulous because we all choose what we sell and who we do business with, what we buy. I'm thinking with my BNI hat on of categories.
Yes. You know what I would like to see more of are, I think most of us are authors. I would like to see maybe publisher. I would love to see, we don't have anyone on here that does Tupperware or Avon. I'm just throwing out some things that are coming to mind right away. We don't have anyone on here that, well, I was going to say pets, but you do poultry, right? So you do pets, Julie. I would love for you to talk more about that sometime because I think that's powerful. But things like that we don't have, and it would be great to have. We do have a Mary Kay lady, but we have a good variety otherwise. But yeah, and there's so many things on business that we could still learn. Like, I would love to have a person come in and really teach us Facebook, have a Facebook training, a Zoom training.
I bet Landon would come in and do the person who created Messenger Organizer. I bet he would come in and do.
Would love that because we're all about training.
Okay.
Here. We're all about, if we could sell some products, we're all for that too, of course. But we're here for training as well. So yes.
I also know a bookkeeper. I know a bookkeeper.
Yes, bookkeeper. Yes.
That would do a training.
Absolutely. All right, ladies, go do your post, and I'm going to go have dinner as well. So Talk to
Thanks.
you
Good night,
all.
everybody.
Joe, if not before. Bye-bye now.
It was lovely
Bye.
meeting you, and Kenya and I live less than a mile apart.
Yes,
Oh,
just
wow.
FYI for you.
That's
Yes.
fun. Hey, LaDonna, would you be
Hey,
able to send me the full chat because I missed the first few minutes? So
Yes.
Sarah, you
thank you, my dear. I appreciate it.
All right.
I can
Bye-bye.
send it as well.
Okay, perfect, Julie. Thank you.
I just posted on social media in the
Perfect.
feed, and I just told, if you'll see at the top, it says, tell everybody what you do. Y'all can write down what you do for people.
Oh,
I
awesome.
tag you all, just explain what you do, because
Perfect. That's awesome.
Thank
Dr.
you.
Pat.
Appreciate that, Dr. Rogers.
give us some activity on the screen.
Yes.
Bye-bye now.
Thanks,
All right.
everybody. Good night.
Bye.